What's up, YouTube? I've been slacking on my Macking, but I'm back to get cracking today. Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories.
I give a ball, you know what I'm saying? Cruising down the street in my city car. Oh, I hit front, back, side to side.
For my love, my dog, the pimp, the hog.
Check it out.
Khakis low, sweatshirt and low song.
That was it. I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Today's story takes place in the land, in LA, in the turf. Back in 05, 06, I had a magazine going on. I dropped issue 1 with Ice-T on the cover with the history of Acton Park Boys. Now we on issue 2 at the end of the year. You know, I put this magazine together. I was the brainchild. I wrote the articles. I took pictures. Just my whole imagination and me being articulate and putting the format together with a few of my homies. Baby Kev Mac, shout out to you. Mark 7, shout out to you. L, rest in peace. They basically were my financial backers. So they helped to support the magazine and market, advertise and sell the magazines. And so that's what we was doing then. So at this time, we had got rid of the house that I grew up in. But I'm still in the city every day. Still doing the same shit I was doing when we sold the house. So at this particular time, I'm hanging out across the street from the jungle on La Brea and Coliseum, right next door to the old Baldwin Hills Theater. They had this internet cafe, brand new. They got computers in there, free to the public. You could even print stuff out. A lot of older dudes came up in there to have their morning coffee or afternoon coffee, read the newspaper, and shoot the shit. So Muhammad Abdullah used to be there. T. Rogers, rest in peace, used to be there. A couple other OGs from like Slauson, Gladiator, Businessmen, stuff like that. And I'd be up there just meeting different people and was trying to get the history of the jungles or the city stones. And so I'm up there one day and I get a phone call. Yo, what's up? And this dude just started going in on me. This dude on the other line professed that I was this white scholar, graduated from a 4-year college, lived in Brentwood or Beverly Hills, never lived in a ghetto. And I'm not the type of guy that's going to win no argument, at least not no shouting match. So I just sat back and I listened. He just vented and vented and vented. Finally, he stops for air. And I calmly explained to the dude, I grew up in LA, I'm not white, didn't go to no 4-year college, I don't live in Brentwood or Beverly Hills, and I ain't rich. And so he like, yeah, woo, he's just woofing. And then he says, yeah, this CJ. All right, C with a C. Keep going. He's going in on me for probably about 25, 26 minutes, probably more, probably longer. Now he's Cappuccino. He's BJ from Bounty Hunter, right? But I caught this CJ, right? I'm assuming them as real initials. Cause Bloods don't say C like that back then. I don't know this dude, had never heard of this dude at the time. But one of my homies was in the pen with him. One of my homies said, he commanded respect. And, he had to pull on, he had the keys to the car on the yard. And so, all of that, but he got me all wrong. I'm not that white dude who he thought I was. And he's just going in about this magazine. Tyrese ain't nobody, and that bitch on the cover ain't from my hood, and all this. But I got J-Rock from the Nickersons on the cover. I thought J-Rock was the perfect guy to be on the cover at the time, and it was this fine chick out of Pasadena named Tawny Rose, a model. She met me at Dexter's house. Dexter took photos of her for me, and I liked her. I liked her pictures. And so we put her on the cover with J-Rock. On the other side, Canary Diamond, Tyrese, and Cam. You know, I was a fan of Cam. Cam had some good ass music, right? Cam used to bump. The homie GP was a manager of Tyrese, so I had action to him. And Canary Diamond, who I thought was gonna blow up and be fire. You know, I wanted her on the cover. And like I said, I like Cam. So I thought that was a perfect trio. And they all from Watts. So I thought it was perfect to put J-Rock on the red side and the other three on the blue or purple side. I went and got a picture of the Watts Tower, put the Watts Tower in the background. You know, I had this graphic artist named Cy, Jennifer Regals. And she was the bomb. She was fire. So she helped me out and with my graphics and stuff. And so we had some beautiful women inside. We had a tattoo page, cars or motorcycles and different issues. And you know, we was repping California. We was repping Southern California, like how the Feds and Don Diva had the East. You know, this was the West Coast version of that, man. I wanted everybody to get behind it, everybody to like it. I wanted it to blow up. So people loving this magazine. They loving it. It's some new shit. Dudes in the pen are eating it up. Man, they love this magazine. So it was still new at the time. So this is November when I put this out. So I got this call somewhere after November 2005, early 2006. So dude is satisfied with the conversation and we get off the phone. I'm like, damn, man, like, I wanted everybody to love this magazine, to love what I'm doing. I understand this is the streets. People's hoods are sensitive to their information, their inside dealings and stuff like that. But I had come to find out, a lot of dudes was just mad that they didn't have the idea. A lot of dudes was mad because they wasn't the ones selected to get a history of their set. So this was ongoing, and same shit happened when I started getting on YouTube. Now, everybody air out their hood business. They air out details. They air out all the garbage, the trash, the conspiracies, the inside squabbling, the murders, all of that old shit. So this shit is now, it's basically not just commercialized and monetized, but it's idolized throughout the world. Anyway, let me get back to my point. So, before dude hang up the phone, he says, you know, I'll get back to you. You know, like with attitude. All right, I'm just happy to get off the phone without having to hang up or nothing like that. So some time goes by, probably some weeks, maybe some months. At this time, Big U has this relationship with Suge Knight, CEO of Death Row Records back in the days. Y'all know who he is. And so I get a phone call. Now, at this time, I got like 2 spots. 2 dope spots / living spots. One right there in the hood, one right up the hill, one's of his. And I get this phone call. And it's Bounty Hunter BJ, Cappuccino. And he said, hey man, you know that magazine you did and all that, that conversation we had, I need you to do me a favor now. Oh yeah? What is it? He said, I want an interview. I'm like, oh oh yeah, cool, shit. Well, yeah, that's just what I wanted. Where you at? He said, I'm in Watts. I'm on my way. No. I want to do it in your hood. He wants to do the interview in the set. I'm like, cool. What better place for me to conduct the interview than right there in my hood where I grew up? And the homies is right down the street, my real homies, OG homies, and niggas my age, younger niggas. Perfect. But he don't want to give me the history of Watts. He want to interview me. I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my name out there. I got to get the magazine out there. Hell yeah, I'm going to jump in front of your camera. Let's go. So I hit the homie, baby, yes, Mac. Cuz, I need you to come through. Have my back. He like, oh yeah, for sure. When, where, woo. All right. We going to be in the set on Whoop-de-Whoop Street, right? And so, everything's gravy. Everything's cool, shit. The day comes and I'm ready for the interview. You know what I'm saying? And I get a phone call. This time it's Big U. And Big U say, Mac, what you doing? Shit, I ain't doing nothing. Where you at? I'm in the hood. Not really the hood, but by default, I'm in the hood. But I always say the hood because I'm just a couple blocks away. I'll be there in no time. And so he said, and then he get boisterous. It's like he's mad and like his heart rate is racing or something, right? His crip pressure is all the way up. So he's like, man, what you doing? I said, I'm finna go do this interview. And before I tell him where or with who, he starts going off on me because he got information. The information got to him. During this time, Big U wasn't with niggas bringing their cameras to the hood unless everybody was getting paid. If the homies wasn't getting no job, they wasn't doing no security or nothing like that, couldn't eat, Big U was against that shit. But I'm finna go do this interview. According to Big U, somebody told Big U that Cappuccino was filming for Suge's reality show. I think Unfinished Business or something like that. And I didn't know nothing about this reality show. Obviously, he was shooting a pilot at the time. And Cappuccino was supposed to slap me on camera. I'm like, oh, wow. All right. Well, let him come. Where they at? So Big U asked me for the address. Boom, he pops right up. He pops up. Nipsey Hussle pops up. Baby S pops up. And believe it or not, I'm going to tone the numbers down. But I'm going to say 150 people showed up. You know, Nip was beginning to pop at the time. He hadn't quite hit his stride yet. So he got all these young dudes from the 30s to the 100s on deck. Big U is Big U at the time. It's a whole lot of people gonna run and meet and run behind him. All I called was Baby S Mac, my partner. He does the interviews with me and stuff like that. And he's my partner. We hanging out all the time at the time. So Big U shows up. Dudes get out the car, hand me some tools. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, that's even better. But shit, I'm trying to do an interview. And they waiting on this dude because Big U allegedly told Suge, ain't no filming over here, man. You got to get my approval, and I'm not approving it. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm doing Kev Mac. I'm doing all hood publications. And so we waiting. But you say, cuz, where he at? Shit, I don't know. I'm like, his producer's been calling me, making sure everything going. He said, well, man, we ain't finna sit out here all day. I'm like, man, y'all go on, we got this. Nah, we gonna be right here. So it was so many people on the block. But you said, man, y'all gotta go. Or y'all gotta do something, man. You can't be all out here like this and dudes come pulling up. So people started taking over people's backyards. It was like a backyard takeover. People at work and whatever, older people, and the young Crips going in all these different backyards, hanging out and shit. So we sitting out there, sitting on the grass, waiting and shit. And I ended up calling the producers, these white dudes, or this film crew, not producers, film crew. Like, hey, what's up? Where y'all at? Oh, we be there in a few minutes. A few minutes go by, nothing. Now I keep calling back, they not answering. So now I'm mad, I'm pissed off. So I'm on the phone. Man, you motherfuckers been calling me all this time. You been setting shit up and I'm out here. I'm ready to go and y'all not answering the phone. Y'all ain't showed up. Boom, hang up. Never got a call back. So as it was told to us, allegedly, or the assumption that them dudes had some females pull up, seen all the people out there, and told them it ain't cool, the environment ain't cool. So this situation with me being interviewed and slapped on Suge's reality show never happened. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. If them dudes would have showed up with some cameras and anything else, watches, anything, they was getting stripped of it. Everything was coming off. Everything. The homies was ready. The homies was mad. And I was like, man, let this dude do whatever he say he gonna do. Like, we not trying to stop that. We not trying to halt that. Let it go down. That probably would have kicked off a war with the 60s and bounty hunters. And I probably would have went viral for getting slapped and going to prison. But that's gonna do it for this episode of KM Video True Stories. Had to get them algorithms going. Be sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Shout out to Watts.